Tenta a pica dos cria. Tenta a pica dos cria.
Bonjour, New Moons. I am Josie the Mustang, the Afro-Latina, Regina George of Witches, and you're aligned with the frequency of the Lua Nova podcast, and this is the Friday frequency. And in fact, this is actually the last installment of the Friday frequency. Now, before all of you start flooding the Lua Nova inbox with anger, affirmation episodes are not going away. They will be moving to Monday's episodes. So once in a while, I will be doing affirmation only episodes for the regular episodes on Monday. So you will get your affirmations and then I'll jump right into the collective reading. So in other words, it will still be in the same format like I do Monday's episodes. Okay. So the reason why I had to completely stop the Friday frequency installment is not because I wanted to. It is not because I just took on this Friday frequency segment without thinking of the future. It was that originally I wanted it to go on forever and then realized that this is not realistic considering how many tarot clients that I have, considering how much work goes into Monday's episodes. I do all of my own research for Monday's episodes. It is, of course, based on what I understand about manifestation, but there are times that I need to look more into certain episodes. For instance, when I did the chakra series, I didn't just hit record. I actually took the time to look into at least the basics on the chakras. And there was actually a lot more that got left out of those episodes, such as yoga poses, etc., foods you can eat, things like that. I left that out so that the episodes wouldn't run super long. And also because I did want it to be just an intro. But that's just an example of what I mean of that. I do put quite a bit of work, at least 6 days a week, into Lua Nova as a brand because it is a lot more than just the podcast. Now, when it comes to my tarot clients, I put a lot into them. There's a lot of energy that goes into them. And the whole reason why I always ask for consent is that spiritual people, we are connecting with your energy. And so whenever you come across these tarot readers on social media platforms and they just start reading tarot, well, that's concerning to me because they haven't even taken the time to, one, really learn that craft, and two, to really understand what that energy is. Not only are they inviting in energy that that could be all kinds of negative and evil, but they are also giving their energy to people that they don't even know. And so I say all that to say that there's a ton of my witchy energy that goes into every part of Lua Nova, including those affirmations. I don't just give you the I am wealthy types of affirmations. I really think about them. And so sometimes that's why there will be 10, 15, 21. It's not always a particular number because sometimes I run out of ideas on, what did I want to say? And I don't know what to put here. And I think that's why the Patreon tends to get more affirmations than I have here, on the regular episodes. But no worries. This edition of Lua Nova will remain. It just won't be called the Friday frequency anymore. And it won't be, twice a month anymore, nor will it be on Fridays. The Lua Nova podcast will remain on Mondays and Mondays only. I am going to stop trying to make Lua Nova be a podcast that airs more than once a week. It's just not realistic. Based on the amount of tarot clients that I have, it's definitely not realistic. And the Lua Nova team has even called me out in the kindest way and said, we can tell that you are just stretched too thin. You are trying to take on too much. So dial it back, Virgo. You have an episode about this. And that's what I'm going to be doing, is that I am going to be focusing a lot more on just the Monday episodes, the Patreon, and of course, my tarot clients. And I want to also take a second to thank you, all of you. At the end of every single show, when I say obrigada, which in Portuguese means thank you, that is heartfelt. Because if it was not for you listening in every single week, one, there wouldn't be any Lua Nova, and two, I would likely still be stuck at some corporate job I hate. I absolutely hated working in corporate. I have been I worked in corporate long before I should have been. Like I said, I was pretty much a fetus at that point, and that's how I got my start. In my entire lifetime, I have only had one job that was not an office job. And I appreciate all that I learned because it also taught me what not to do. And what not to do is to not be upfront. Always be upfront, even when you don't want to be. Always tell the client, and in this case, the listener, all of the things that you're not even comfortable saying, because it's the truth. And the truth is that I enjoy doing the Friday frequency, but it's just not realistic to keep it going. Okay. So no worries. There will still be affirmation episodes here and there. All right. This is not a chapter that is closing. It is moving. That's it. And the Lua Nova podcast itself is definitely moving and growing. It's growing so massively that this is why I had to have this short episode. But in today's last edition of the Friday frequency, there are only 2 affirmations that I have for you. And Patreon members, I will be posting this for you so that you can keep these 2 affirmations. And if you join the Patreon, you know that you have full access to journal prompts and affirmations all of the time. Just look under collections and you can see what I'm referring to. Okay. There's a whole segment of the Lua Nova Patreon that is strictly for affirmations and journal prompts. But let me pull those 2 up for you. 1 second. And here are those 2 affirmations. Every version of me in every dimension is conspiring to drop miracles in my lap. I am the loophole to any limitation. Every version of me in every dimension is conspiring to drop miracles in my lap. I am the loophole to any limitation. And so it is. Obrigada, new moons, for aligning with the frequency of the Lua Nova podcast. There are brand new episodes of the Lua Nova podcast every single Monday on all major podcast platforms. So wherever it is that you like to listen to podcasts, just look up Lua Nova, and there I am. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, if you would want to submit questions to the Lua Nova podcast, or if you would like to follow me on social media, all of this information is on the Lua Nova website, which you can find by going to lua-nova.carrd.co. If you would like to become a Lua Nova Patreon member, you can download the Patreon app from your favorite app store, or you can go to patreon.com/the Lua Nova podcast. And the links for both the Patreon and the Lua Nova website are right there in the show notes. Thank you again, new moons, and I will talk to you on Monday. Have a safe weekend. Ciao, ciao.